Barcelona 3, Real Madrid 2. And there you have it, people. It's a Super Cup final and thoroughly deserved from Barcelona. Thoroughly deserved. You've got to give them credit, honestly. They did a great job keeping Madrid at bay throughout the match. And I'm going to discuss it throughout this whole live match reaction. And if you're watching in the live chat, make sure you comment, let me know your thoughts. And also, if you're watching this on replay, comment down below, let me know your thoughts also. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Of course, I'm disheartened by it, but I've got to take it how it is. And I was looking at this whole match from 0 to 90 minutes. Barcelona were incredible at times. The way they kept the ball, the way they manipulated the possession, they were unbelievable at times, honestly. And Real Madrid, they had moments of brilliance, but they didn't really do anything in the game that I would say where they had good spells, maybe until the end of the game, where good spells were able to get them out of trouble. And they didn't. It was such a valid effort from Barcelona that you can't really discount them at all. You can't. There was nothing that Real Madrid did as a team that deserved to win that match. Nothing that they did. The only player that I saw out there that put any effort into the game was Vinny. Vinny, on my initial reaction, I was looking at him versus Koundé, and he gave Koundé so many troubles. The goal that he scored was immaculate, and he was the only player at all out there that deserved any credit. I've got to be honest. People want to see me rage. People want to see me blow up. And I said it before this game. I wouldn't be surprised if Barcelona completely controlled the possession of the game. They did from start to finish. They were making Real Madrid in the very first half chase shadows continuously. That's what we saw. Efforts completely gone out of the window because Real Madrid, they couldn't even get out of their own half. It happened the same against Atletico Madrid. And we said as Real Madrid fans, and Barcelona fans knew this, if Real Madrid played the same way they played against Atletico that they did against Barcelona, they're going to get fried. And they did. They did. Look at the passages of play that Barcelona used to open us up for their 2 goals. The ones in the very first half. Just so immaculate. Even Rafinha, before the chance that he scored, had a crazy chance one-on-one with Courtois and he fluffed it wide. Real Madrid had 2 moments of brilliance out of the blue. And that's what Real Madrid are this season. Unfortunately, Real Madrid are not a team. They have never been a team this season, maybe against Betis, but Betis are Betis. You're expecting that. They've never been a team this season. Why Barcelona? Why did they deserve this trophy? You put in the chat to me, in the comments, why did Barcelona deserve this trophy? You explain to me, because I know, and the reason being is because they worked as a team. That's it. They didn't rely on individuals. They didn't rely on moments of flash brilliance from one person or another person. They didn't heavily rely on Yamal. They didn't heavily rely on Rafinha. They collectively worked as a team. And they got exposed, Real Madrid. They got massively exposed. They were a team that looked at times where the defense was non-cohesive. They did not do anything at all to even allow Barcelona to advance, essentially. They didn't do anything that was remotely defensive. They always allowed Barcelona to go out wide, maybe not through the center as much, apart from the goal, obviously Pedri's through ball to Lewandowski. But what I'm trying to say is that they didn't go out their shell, Real Madrid. They didn't do anything in the very first half at all, apart from the 2 moments of brilliance. We saw it, guys. That's what it was. And It's an honest verdict here. I'm not going to be shying away and giving it all. Oh, Real Madrid. Oh, we missed 2 chances at the end. So flipping what? So flipping what? I cannot. If any Madrid fan says any different about this game, they are the most deluded on this planet Earth. Barcelona thoroughly deserved to win this game. Thoroughly. And Madrid's defense was exposed. Tchouaméni allowed Lewandowski to walk right through him. And we saw Xabi Alonso before the game changing the formation, doing things differently, maybe playing a 3 at the back in defensive shape and then playing a 4 at the back in attacking. What on earth did Real Madrid do? In the entirety of the match, it was just a minefield in the midfield. I've got to say it right now, before that red card, I'll tell you what, yeah? And I'm going to mention that in my next little segment, yeah, in this video. Because I wanted to talk about De Jong and Pedri today, yeah? They made Bellingham, Tchouaméni look amateur. They did. De Jong and Pedri made them look amateur. The way they were holding the ball, the way they were finessing the passes, the way they were just controlling the tempo and allowing Madrid to come onto them and just bypassing them with triangle exchanges, working the ball outside. And I tell you what, Glenn Hoddle on TNT, he said exactly this, and I respect Glenn Hoddle. Glenn Hoddle's one of my most favourite football players, yeah, of all time. He was a brilliant football player. He said this on the commentary. It's chalk and cheese. There's quality versus no quality. That's exactly what he said on TNT. Pretty much along those lines. Chalk and cheese. There's difference when you look at Barcelona play and you look at Real Madrid play. Different level. And I'm gonna rephrase it like this. It's control versus chaos. That's it. Control versus chaos. That's what we saw today in this match. And it's always going to be like that when we face Barcelona, apart from the very first game where they had their whole team not fit, not ready, and not in shape. And I kind of understand now where Barcelona fans may be coming with that in terms of their first match and seeing Rafinha and the difference that he makes. Rafinha, what he does is sublime in a match. His intensity is about 5 Real Madrid players combined. About 5 Barcelona players combined altogether. Like, his intensity levels is on a different wavelength. He is unbelievable. What he does on the football pitch is incredible. The way that he glides inside, the way that he makes runs through the center of the defense, the way that he goes out wide, the way that he passes with ball, the way that he presses, the way that he just allows himself to be in a position and free roam the whole pitch that allows him to control the game. And he's in his element. He's in his element all the time. You can see Rafinha, what an impact he does. It's mad. And we've got to realize it. And people saying in the chat down bad, saying more glaze. Okay, what did Real Madrid do to impact today's game? Now you're going to see me shout, because these are the frauds that I keep on getting frustrated about. The fraudulent Real Madrid fans that keep on frustrating me time and time again. These idiots, time and time again. Absolute idiots, mate. The ones that can't see on paper what Barcelona did to us today. On paper, flashed in your face. Can you see it? No. You can't see it. Even though we were 2-2 at half time, what did Real Madrid do in the first half to make any impact whatsoever in the 45 minutes? What did we do? Apart from individual brilliance, where is the team play? Nothing. These are the frauds that make me absolutely irate time and time again. I lose my temper with these guys. I lose it. Because they can't see it. They're blind in their face to see it. Barcelona outplayed us for nearly nigh enough, about 75 to 80% of the game. And you can't see it. Unbelievable. I'm trying to be calm here. I'm trying to be resolved here. I'm trying to give Real Madrid fans an educated guess on why Barcelona beat us today. Why can't you see it? Why? Unbelievable that these Real Madrid fans get on my nerves all the time. You can't see. You're blind. You're deluded. You have no clue whatsoever. Nothing at all. Real Madrid relied on individual brilliance. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing across the 90 minutes apart from one play from Vinny. Vinny was the only one that did anything in the entire match. The only person. Unbelievable. These Madrid fans can't see it directly in your face. Flipping hell, I lose my rag, mate, at the moment. It's nuts. Ridiculous. Madrid suffered from Barcelona's press and intensity. That's what they did. They pressed them continuously. Where on earth? Let me tell you now. The people that keep on lording over Bellingham. Bellingham was one of the worst players on the entire pitch. His defensive work rate wasn't there, and he kept on making misplaced passes time again. All the time. I'm trying to let you know, Real Madrid fans, in an educated manner, because people are, it's Barcelona this, Barcelona that. Bro, see it with your eyes. They're better, man. They're better than us. They play better football. They pass better. Their attack is better. Their midfield outplayed our midfield. Their midfield made us look stupid. Stupid. Madrid has moments without control. That's it. Only moments without control. Nothing else. Nothing else. How can you control the game when your midfielders don't have technique? Camavinga does, but he looked lost out there. I'm sorry to say, he completely looked lost. After that first water break, Barcelona went from about 50-75% intensity to 500% intensity. They fried us in the last 7 minutes of the game, and then we had 2 moments of brilliance, and people looked at the second half and saying, okay, Real Madrid are going to win now. No! It doesn't work like that. The control of the game counts so much, and they did it in abundance. We just need to accept it, that they have a better manager, they have better players, and they have a better team, and they're 4 points ahead of us, and now they've won the very first trophy in Spain. What are Real Madrid fans crying about? What are you crying about? Just admit it to yourself that they're better. They were better today. It was thoroughly deserved. Oh, it was even. So what? On the balance of play, it wasn't even. Not by a long shot. Crazy, man. Absolutely nuts that Real Madrid fans are still thinking like that. Yeah? So, for me personally, when Hansi Flick, the key tactical changes that Hansi Flick had after that water break and in the halftime dressing room, you realize Barcelona, what they did in the second half, because people don't know. People don't know what Barcelona did in the second half. Barcelona, they sat off. They allowed Madrid to have a little bit of the ball. They sat off and they waited for their moment. Olmo and Ferran Torres comes on. People saying, oh, but it's only Olmo, it's only Ferran Torres. Okay, let me explain to you in layman terms, in brain dead terms, because a lot of Real Madrid fans, they're losing their nut. Yeah? Olmo and Ferran Torres are probably one of the most technical footballers they have on the pitch. Yeah? They come on and they make an instant impact. 1-2 give and go in the box, slide across to Rafinha, Rafinha shoots it in. I know it deflected, but it was the build-up in the first place. Do you understand that? So when we have Ceballos coming on, when we have Alaba, man like Alabama coming on, Alaba, are you crazy? We have Ardagula, who's lost in space. This guy, the first touch he made, he's in the corner playing with himself, quite literally. yeah, playing with the ball like an absolute idiot, yeah, and nearly got dispossessed. And these are the players that we're bringing on, and you take off our best player, Xabi Alonso. I'm done, mate. I'm done. How can this be even tactical breakdown? This tactical breakdown is lost, mate. The individual performances stood out for Real Madrid. They didn't stand out for Barcelona. Rafinha, yeah, absolutely, because Rafinha's man. He's the guy, yeah? The individual brilliance that Real Madrid showed got them back into the game. That's what it was. Rafinha, goddamn, headed the ball back onto the post, mate. Because it probably was going in or veering in because he didn't see because he has his eyes on the back of the head. He's literally heading... This guy is mad. He's everywhere. Yeah? Individual brilliance. If you're looking at that level, Rafinha clears all of the Barcelona players. But Pedri, De Jong, they are immaculate. When today, the game, oh my Lord. Bro, the way they were passing between themselves, but the way they were moving. Bro, they had no pace to their speed at all. They didn't even drive through players at any time. It's crazy, mate. Absolutely crazy. De Jong and Pedri dominated the game in the midfield. They annihilated Real Madrid's midfield. They made Real Madrid look stupid. So if you want to call back individuals, De Jong, Pedri, yeah? Yamal at times, in the first half, I admit that he was getting caught out by Carreras. After the water break, the man just took it on himself to run past like 5 players and try and put dangerous balls into the box. Yeah? Because Yamal's always dangerous. Yeah? And what Yamal did today that was decent was he always looking for the extra player. He wasn't, if he wanted to go past a player, he would. But if he didn't, he always dropped it back to Koundé or to De Jong or to Pedri or whatever. Yeah? That's what Yamal did today. And we are looking at our team and saying, okay, which players on our team have the same impact? Vinny. I'm waiting for the rest of the players, people. Let me know in the chat, Real Madrid fans, because a lot of you guys, you want to you want to say that it's always 2-2. It was 2-2 at half time. Let me know which players actually played well on our whole team. Let me know. Give me some answers in the chat because I haven't seen any. Yeah? I haven't seen any, me. Bloody hell, mate. Vinny was the only one in the entire team that even wanted to play. Rodrigo played decently for a spell. Not entire match. Not the entire match. For a spell, mate. A spell. Not the entire match. Yeah? Unbelievable. So what does this actually... So let me say now, okay? Because I'm frustrated by this match. But what does this mean for Real Madrid going forward? What does it really mean? Well, what it means is that Real Madrid got cooked by Barcelona. Real Madrid are going to go back into La Liga, and we've got a string of games away from home that I'm frightened about. Villarreal coming up this half of the season. Real Betis away is always going to be difficult this half of the season. Barcelona in the new camp. Do you want me to go on? Do you want me to see any more? Because I'm lost for words, mate. I'm absolutely lost, mate. I'm absolutely lost. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And King and the Making, thank you for the super. I'm completely frustrated. And I was chatting to you in the WhatsApp group. And it was crazy, mate. You're one of the reason one, so I won't cook you that bad. But you need to educate your fan base on who Barca are. The game was very close and you put up a good fight. Bless up, Dave. We didn't put up a good fight. I'm telling you right now, Real Madrid did not put up a good fight. In the grand scheme of things, when you looked at the match, Real Madrid were outclassed by Barcelona. This was a deserved win by Barcelona. They were incredible for nigh enough about 75 to 80% of the game. They were incredible. They always created opportunities. They always looked like they were trying to go into space. We saw when Olmo come on. Guys, let me just say something, about Dani Olmo, okay? This is going to be my final verdict and my final takes, yeah? Let me say something about Dani Olmo, yeah? Dani Olmo came on and made a huge impact in the game. You saw what this guy did, yeah? People saying, oh, Dani Olmo, he's not better than Jude or this and that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Let me just rephrase what happened today. He came on, this guy was driving into areas to make passing exchanges with the players of Barcelona. He was always on the move. He was never static. He was never central. He was never static. He was never like a jelly in the middle of the flipping pitch. Yeah? Olmo was consistently making passages of play with Yamal going on the other side. Keep on making exchanges. This is what he does. And when you have Olmo coming on fresh and Ferran Torres coming on fresh, come off it. And you are expecting Real Madrid to beat that when they come on. We brought Mbappe on, yeah? And Mbappe did pretty much nothing anyway, because obviously he's getting back, he's back in injury. I wouldn't expect anything from Mbappe. The most technical players on the pitch were on Barcelona's side. At the end of the day, Real Madrid are a pace and power merchant team. That's all we are. Everything about Real Madrid is pace and power. We need to play to our strengths. We need to play on a counter-attacking, flowing, direct counter type of strategy to do anything. Yeah? To do anything. And to explain what Jude done, Sismon, nothing he done. Because he is also in that boat. He is a power, run, passion merchant kind of player. We know that from Jude. People can't see it. When you get into the grunt of the match and you see it for your own eyes, this guy misplaced passes, misplaced touches. Olmo gets into the match and this guy is just literally moving the ball like literally on a string. Pedri the same. De Jong the same. And yes, it does bounce and forward between matches, but Bellingham in the very first Clasico had a lot of space and a lot of time. When he doesn't have space and time, he gets annihilated. I'm sorry. There's nothing in our team that screams any class whatsoever. There's no classy... Guys, you realize this? There's not one singular classy player on our whole team. Maybe apart from Camavinga, that maybe the grace of somebody who can move and drive past players. There's not one player on our entire team that has that silky approach, that calm approach. Somebody who's going to just take the steam out of the match and literally just view the openings, what he has, left, right, keep on doing that. Why don't we have that? Why? Because we are fraudulent. That's it. There is no midfield in Real Madrid. There's not one dedicated, amazing passer of the ball. When Barcelona have 2 to 3 to 4. That's what I'm looking at. Because you can count De Jong in that. Because when De Jong was in the match, guys, I honestly say that De Jong was one of Barcelona's best players. Believe it is true. De Jong was absolutely immaculate. Incredible. Unbelievable. The way that he slowed down the football and allowed Barcelona to run past him, pass into space, create triangles was immaculate. I have not seen a performance from De Jong like that in a very long time. People started doubting De Jong. He came up in the Super Cup final and absolutely annihilated. It's like this, yeah? We're going to have to expect this from Real Madrid throughout the whole season. We're going to have to expect this. Yeah? We're going to have to expect this. Yeah? It's mad. The mic's fine now, guys. The mic's fine. I can hear it perfectly now. It's fixed, yeah? Is it fixed, Cole? Okay, cool. Perfect, okay. Look, we have to expect this from Real Madrid throughout the whole of the entire season, yeah? We have to expect it. We're going to expect shambolic football, man. This is how we're going to play. I'm sorry. We are not good enough to compete in La Liga. We're not good. We're not good enough. We got absolutely battered out there. Control the football. I've never seen anything like that in a long time, where Barcelona looked like Real Madrid as training cones. That's what it was. Real Madrid were training cones out there in the match. Absolute, just standing statues. The only one that had any movement in him whatsoever was Vinny. And that's a problem in itself. I'm sorry, guys, yeah? Guys, get your questions in the live chat. I'm going to address them, yeah? I'm going to address the questions in the live chat, yeah? And We don't understand, man. We don't understand what we're doing, yeah? Let me read this super chat before we get your questions. Guys, put a Q before your question, and I'll read out your question, yeah? Hi, mate. I stopped watching football as a Real Madrid fan due to how bad the squad is, but love the content. We'll be back watching the World Cup. I think a lot of people are. But, guys, let's just go into it, man. Let's get into it, yeah? Because, unfortunately, man, I've lost my throat. I've lost everything after that match. It's just something that I didn't want to see today was Real Madrid getting absolutely dog-walked around the pitch. That's what we got. We got absolute thumping in terms of possession, passing, play, maneuvers, everything they did. Team play, man. Barcelona were on a different wavelength, man, complete to Real Madrid. Yes, Real Madrid got 2 goals, but I've got to be honest. They came from just flashes of Real Madrid and what they do best, getting goals in a glimpse of an eye. That's what Real Madrid do best. However, when you play a team that plays like that, you won't have those opportunities very often. We're expecting to play like this against a Champions League team. And Real Madrid fans are still on the deluded train where they think they can win the Champions League this season. Are we on crazy Are we crazy? Do we have any clues to our brain, mate? Do we have any nuts screwed on properly? Because we ain't winning the Champions League, brother. We get pammed by PSG and Arsenal, bro. Bayern Munich will walk through us. This is Barcelona. Barcelona are now going to take this on. I'm going to tell you they're going to take this on by the scruff of the neck now, and they're going to absolutely dominate La Liga from now on. I'm telling you right now, this is going to give them the momentum they need to dominate La Liga. Absolute dominate this whole competition, because we are trailing behind in style of play, in the players we have. Like I said, we're just pace and power. That's all we are. Pace and power. That's all it is, man. There's no technique to our football at all. Unless you have one player that does a flash of brilliance, there's no technique whatsoever. We lack that so much in the game, man. We lack it so much. It's crazy to me how bad we are in passing and moving around a press. We can't do it. We can't. Yeah? Let me take a few questions, guys, yeah? Let me go and start from the top when I started asking that. How was the kick against Pedri not a red? It could have been either gone 2 ways, but to be honest, mate, I honestly, the referee was neither here nor there, mate. He was not. I think he done a decent job considering the whole magnitude of the match. A decent job, I would say. Yeah. Think it's over for Alonso? No, I don't think so. I think the scoreline has flattered Alonso a lot. I think the scoreline has flattered Alonso so much that it's getting out of hand. So I think that we're gonna be doing this for a long time, throughout the whole season. Yeah. What now for Xabi? So next one. Yeah. I'm pinning the questions at the top, guys. Yeah. What now for Xabi? Look, for me personally, I look at Xabi Alonso as a means to an end, bro. There's just neither here nor there with Xabi Alonso. He's not going to win a trophy this season. Will he fight for the Copa del Rey? We'll probably get dog-walked by Barcelona again, probably, in the Copa del Rey. If we ever face them, Atletico Madrid will come full blast at us as well. Like, Atletico Madrid, like, I don't even trust us to beat Atletico Madrid in the Bernabeu. I'm sorry. I don't trust us to beat them there. That's what I'm saying right now. It's crazy, man. Yeah. Why was Vinny subbed when he got the most threatening one? When he was the most threatening one? Absolutely. I have no idea either. I have no idea why Vinny was subbed. Was he tired? Didn't look it. He came off. He looked a bit upset. I have no idea why he was subbed off. He was our most threatening player, and he looked like he could do damage. And he had many chances. He had many chances. That shot where he turned inside and flashed it to the right of Garcia as well was brilliant. But yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. Yeah. Hope start people putting respect. Brother, I've been putting respect on Rafinha for time, bro. Yeah? Thank you for the question, Free Army, yeah? I've been putting respect on Rafinha for time. People have always known me to respect Rafinha, bro. I've always respected this guy. He's been immaculate, mate. He's so cool, man. Like, such a player. Like, a workhorse. Like, unbelievable, yeah? Unbelievable. What an amazing performance from Rafinha. Unbelievable. Such a brilliant player. Such a brilliant player, mate. Yeah. Amazing player. Yeah. Why wasn't Mastantuono brought on? I have no idea either. I have no idea what Mastantuono was brought on. No idea. Unbelievable. I don't know what he offers on the pitch. I'm sorry. He offers nothing. And apparently Endrick scored today as well. So yeah, he offers absolutely nothing. Yeah, Mastantuono. Yeah. I have a feeling that Real Madrid won't win anything. When is Madrid signing in midfield controller? Exactly. I've been crying out for days, man. Cruz left and there's nothing there in the midfield. And Mbappe deserves better than Madrid. Don't you think so? Mbappe deserves to play on the left. Look, I want to see Vinny now maintain this kind of this momentum that he's taken from this game forward. Yeah. Just propel yourself forward, mate, and try and control games on yourself as well. Yeah. Can Madrid do anything in January to save this season, or is it curtains for Xabi? Absolutely not. Thank you for the question, Yash Patil. No. I think not, mate. I think Valencia game is going to be crazy, man. I think the Valencia game is going to be absolutely crazy. I don't think we have any chance of beating Valencia in La Ceramica. I'm telling you this right now. Yeah. Do you think Alonso's time over? I kind of already covered that. Thank you very much for your question. Okay. Do you think this is part of something new in regarding Vinny's performance from Zuko? No. I think Vinny will just go back to regular. I'm going to be honest. I think he done this because it's Barcelona. He did it in Barcelona the first game as well in the season. I think, honestly, that he's just the same. Vinny's just the same, guys. I don't think he's going to do anything different. I've got to be honest. Nothing different at all. Yeah? Nothing different. What midfielder would you bring to Madrid? I would bring any deep line playmaker that can really pass the ball. Anyone that's really good at passing the ball, yeah? Or bring a proper center defensive midfielder that can also pass the ball, like a Casado, for example, that can really dictate also passing, maneuvering, also defensive duties, and really do that. Because Tchouameni, mate, slap bang in the middle, didn't do anything. Crazy, mate, okay? Do you think Barcelona will win the treble this year? You're talking about the main treble, you're talking about domestic. Main treble, they will not win. There are better sides in Europe than Barcelona. I'm telling you right now, Bayern Munich will walk through them. Arsenal will thump Barcelona. And I'm telling you this for factual, mate, because Barcelona, they leave themselves too exposed. Teams that have any know-how on how to actually play really good attacking football and build up in behind the defensive line, Arsenal, Bayern Munich, PSG will beat Barcelona. As a fact. I know that for a fact. Yeah? And they will dog walk Real Madrid as well, for that matter of fact as well. Yeah? How do you defend Alonso for the subs and tactics? What was the Vinny sub? I've kind of mentioned about the Vinny sub. I don't defend Alonso at all for the subs and tactics. He was an absolute bozo. What kind of changes has he made, and what are we doing? Yeah? I'm going to cover a few more questions off, yeah? Next one. Okay. From Claudia. Okay. Do you think Perez also has an impact in Real Madrid's downfall? Yes. Because Perez is not going to spend any money in January. And I'm going to tell you what, we're not going to do it. We're not going to say anybody. And our team is going to be lackluster, mate. It's going to be lackluster like crazy. I don't have any idea, mate. Yeah? It's crazy, mate. Stop. Okay, so I'm going to read this, yeah? And I'm going to read this comment, yeah? I'm going to read this, yeah? Because this guy has actually frustrated me, yeah? I wish I could pin it. This guy called Ethan M. Mods have hidden the message, yeah? Have hidden the message. Ethan M779. Stop glazing Barca players, and how about we uplift the squad's morale? I'm going to have 5 seconds before I blow, yeah? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're a fraud. You're an absolute fraud. That's what you are. Man like Ethan M779. One of these Real Madrid fans that love going to the game. If you go to the game, oh, enjoy the atmosphere. Another Saeed TV moment here for you. Ethan M779. You can go and get... You know what the rest of it is, yeah? Because I don't understand these fraudulent Real Madrid fans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Build the morale of the team. Build the morale. Are these guys smoking elite? Bro, crazy, mate. Build the morale. Oh, I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know, man. I don't know, mate. I can't, mate. I can't, bro. I'm absolutely breaking in a sweat here because I've heard this comment. Build the morale of what? Do you want me to go physically to the Real Madrid dressing room and say, okay, guys, time to build your morale? How about playing for the flipping badge for once? How about doing that? Build the morale. Are these guys high? These are the Real Madrid fan base that we're looking at. Oh, how about having confidence in the team? Confidence to do jack across the season. That's my confidence. You're going to do jack across the season. Build the morale, brother. These guys, mate, they need a rain check on themselves. They need an absolute rain check, bro. Unbelievable. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it, yeah? Unbelievable. I have watched 90 minutes of trash, and you want to tell me to build the morale of the team? By doing what? Speaking to 2,000 live people online and saying build the morale of the team. You can go and get stuffed. Legitimately stuffed. And any Madrid fan that thinks otherwise, you can go and get stuffed too. Build the morale of the team. Shut up, mate. I tell you what, these guys can go and face the real music. The Real Madrid are trash, mate, and will never be good this season. Yeah? Trash, mate. Trash. Forever trash. Let's see how Real Madrid bounce back from this, because I don't think they have any heart in them to do anything, mate. Yeah? Read the last super chat, mate. Do you think Mbappe and Vinny will ever work together? What a question. What a question. Guys, I'm just going to pin this comment here. Are you going to Madrid to do a rage video? Oh, yeah. That's all I got to say, people. That's all I got to say. It's done, mate. Real Madrid completely destroyed by Barcelona. I'm telling you, the scoreline doesn't reflect how the game was. Completely destroyed. Yeah? We are trash. Done. Join me on my second channel, guys, as we cook Real Madrid even more. Because I've got 5 things that are legitimately why Real Madrid got beaten by Barcelona. Join me on the second channel, guys, and I'll see you over there in a moment. Take care, guys. Adios, and thank you, everybody. Make sure you like the video. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the channel. And just to read the last super chat, Perez must resign now. Unfortunately, I agree with you. Take care, guys. Adios, and join me in the second channel. This will redirect to the second channel. Yeah, Dave on Football. Make sure you go over there. Make sure you smash the like immediately when you come in. And